Hi, say you're out. Okay. We're going to start that all again there, okay?
Sadia and Ray's Comedy Show coming at you live from Ray's Comedy World. My name is Sadia. This is our co-host, Ray Wald, and we have a special guest today,
Georgette Dante!
A woman of many talents, show promoter, magician, strong woman with the strength to lift 300 to 400 pounds, featured in several movies. I think we worked together.
We did.
Has a 6-piece band called the Hubba Hubba Band, and she even fights alligators.
Whoa.
Georgette was once buried underground for a whole week with 102 rattlesnakes.
You gotta be kidding me.
To promote boxing and wrestling. MC, comedian, show promoter, fashion plate, and lovely human, Georgette Dante.
Yeah, woo, yeah. Welcome, Georgette. There you go.
Let me tell you about the rattlesnakes.
Yeah, tell me about the rattlesnake.
buried-
I can't imagine you buried underground, all this dirt on top of you, and you're down there with all those snakes.
It was a little bit better than that. First place, I went out and caught most of the rattlesnakes myself.
You caught them yourself?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
You realize I was born in a carnival in a circus, ringing by the circus. So I worked at the snakes, and I was a geek in the carnival, biting chickens' heads off.
Oh, Jesus.
Ozzy Osbourne copied you.
You've done everything.
So anyway, I was buried in a van in Coshada, Louisiana, at the state fair. I was about 17 or 18 years old, buried in the van with a scope that went down.
Wow.
And the people could walk around and look down and see.
See you and all these rattlesnakes on top of you.
102 rattlesnakes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We had a lot of marijuana. They were happy.
You had to keep those
happy.
snakes happy.
They didn't know why they were happy, but I was happy they were happy. Trust me.
What, rattlesnake sushi? It tastes like chicken?
You know, they tried it when this rattlesnake was being brought back up. We got rained off it the whole week.
Oh, wow.
It was we didn't have TV and publicity, things like we back in days.
Right.
So it's a shame, but at least the carnival people and the words out there, don't mess with Georgette. My birth name is Dale. I was born in a carnival, actually.
I guess nobody would mess with you. You know, you're fighting alligators. You're lifting 3 guys up in the air. You're down in rattlesnakes. You know,
Playing with fire.
Indiana Jones has got a lot to
learn.
Yeah, but Ray,
Spielberg stole Georgette's act.
in the carnival, my mother, I was born in Ringling Brothers, like you. You were in Ringling Brothers. How long did you be Ringling Brothers?
I was in the Ringling Brothers for about 3 or 4 years.
Show your diploma, Ray.
I got the diploma right there. Ringling Brothers Clown College. I'm an official clown of Ringling Brothers. There you go.
Ray, was that a 4-year degree program or a 2-year degree program?
You make me say this every time. It was a 2-month program, Sadia, okay? But it was an intense 2 months, okay? We had to learn how to fall down and get back up.
How to make balloon animals?
Yeah, I know how to do balloon
No
animals.
disrespect to the fine institution of Ringling Brothers. Ray and I just tease each other because I'm slightly more on the intellectual side and he's slightly more on the clown side, but we meet in the beautiful realm of comedy.
I had an English class at one time, you know.
Really?
I failed them. But surprising, isn't it? Anyway, we're here with Georgette Dante, alligator fighter, snake wrangler. I don't know what all you do.
Vegas royalty.
My grandmother,
That's true.
I'm the 6th generation of show people on my mother's side. 5th generation of show people on my father's side.
Wow.
And 5th generation of show people on my stepfather's side.
So like 1700s. It goes back
We
to.
go way back. You see, back in the days when carnivals, when they come to burlesque, you're talking about burlesque, they didn't have movies where they had risque. We went to movies back in my days. I'm 76, almost 77. The movies, you didn't say cuss words. If you did, people went crazy.
Yeah.
And people,
shit.
when they see something nice in a movie, they would applaud. So they didn't see, and so my parents had a carnival, a traveling nightclub called a Girl Show.
Wow.
110 foot long, 60 foot in the air, seated 1,000 people.
What the?
What? And you travel with this thing?
We had to put it up.
Oh, my God.
Tear it down. We had 2 semi trucks.
And you did this with your parents?
Started stripping as 12.
That's child pornography, isn't it?
No. They don't know who you are. You know, there's carnival people. We're in the town 1 day or 2 days or a week or 10 days. You're back down the road again with makeup and all that. And you just look like nowadays, children that just with makeup and all, they look like older. Makeup can do anything. So, anyway, 12 years old, I had stripping in the carnival. Had no hair in the cootie.
Oh, that's too much information. Sean,
no,
what are you saying? You're going to get kicked off the air here.
It was
Oh, my
wax.
God.
Guys, it was wax. Okay,
Yeah, but I've
calm
done it in
down.
most of the TV shows in town. They used to hear it. I took eyebrow pens and draw hair so I can do a complete strip. No, it gets where it gets better.
It gets weird now?
No, it gets better. The farmers back in those days didn't see naked ladies because the wives were wear long things and they carried the money in the socks. They didn't have banks and all that.
Turned out the lights at night for the baby making?
I don't know what they did, but it's a different world. It's more respectful to complete time. So
Demure.
So anyway, when the carnival closed for a couple hours, we all laid down the semi-truck. All the dancing girls. And we had a band, too, 2 bands. We had a beautiful show. Comedians and singers. And as I lay down, I got up and my daddy's hollering, ballet. Ballet, that means get up, the show's going to open up again. So this same farmer had to come in the same show.
Oh, wow.
He's back in the tent. Now I got up, I said, no hair in the cootie. Took out, I had a whole bunch of hair. Oh, we did it in a hurry. Now I'm back on the backstage dancing, and this farmer guy looked at me and said, God damn, your pussy grows fast. True story.
You are absolutely going to get kicked out.
Well, you put little bleepers. You put a little bleeper there. They just figure out what it is. Anyway, and then also in the carnival, I toured on carnival rides. I drove semis since I was 2 years old.
Would you like a job at Amazing Clowns? We have a big event coming up next weekend.
What do you got to do next week?
Oh, we're just we got a carnival, a small carnival compared to you, and we don't have any dancing girls and all that. we're not sitting there. We're not sitting there with a marker. Yeah.
It would have been all busy if they had markers back in the days. I want to keep working. Oh, and also when
did you use shoe polish?
No. But,
yeah.
You know, I also
the grease pen.
Sorry.
And in the carnival, like I said, I put up toured on carnival rides and drove semis. And going on the highway, there's no one freeways and things like you do nowadays.
Oh yeah, the back roads.
Yeah. So you take now my mother. I'm about 4 or 5 years old. She's following my dad in a semi truck, and she'd be falling asleep. And I'm 3, 4 years old, something like that. I grab the steering wheel and I'd be driving, and I reach way over and get my foot down where I could hit the gas and fall in a semi truck. You can't stay with it because you don't know maps, you don't have smartphones, you don't have
text,
phones,
no pagers.
you didn't know where you're going. I mean, if you didn't give up with the semi truck, you're just not going to make it. Period. It's weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, so every so often, going down the highway, put up, tear down, back down the road again. My mother finally seen I was doing good. 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. Now I'm 6 years old.
So you were driving that 3, 4, and 5 year 6-year-old.
Help them keep them. She get a little sleep. The head against going falling the store. So finally, wooden Coke cases back in the old days. You had Coke cases.
Yep.
Turn it upside down. Put it on the seat. Put a pillow. I got on top of it. Put a wig. Big glasses. A lot of lipstick. Big old sunglasses. With a crutch. Crutch. Now I'm on, and I'm hitting the gas, hitting the brakes, and now I'm driving the car.
Wow.
6 years old. Now from there I was semi trucks driving. I was 10 years old.
You are absolutely one crazy lady.
What was the speed limit back then? Like 15 miles an hour?
You're following a semi, you're 35, 40, 45, 50 miles, 60 miles. But then like on the freeway going 80, 90, 90 miles.
Yeah.
They didn't have those in those days.
Right.
The little farmer towns,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when a torrent would come to town, they were happy. Trust me. And somehow it always rained.
Always rain.
No, it does in the carnival. In the carnival.
Well, that's why they call it a mud show, right? You're always setting up in the
farmers
mud.
can't work when it rains. When the farmers, they can't work when it rains, so they come to the carnival.
Yeah, but
was a blessing.
sometimes it'd be raining so bad, the tent would be down and everything. It would be terrible. My mother, when the tornado hit, we had, like I said, our show exceeded 1,000 people.
It's a hard life. I can see it being a hard life, but I can see it being a very exciting, interesting life. What kind of interesting things did you do in the carnival?
In the first place, the book that I have out now.
You're an author.
Hard, Wonderful, Fun Life.
Wow.
That's the name of the book.
That makes sense.
And fun. That describes
and
a
of
lot
course,
of
I've been
things.
entertainment director here in Vegas for almost 2 years for A.J. Dean and Nina DeRosa. And then A.J. Dean and I put a book. We also wrote a script.
Nice.
I also lived in the hospital with his broken hip and everything. Laid up, I'm on the phone and I'm exercising on the phone, talking to A.J. We wrote a movie called Wild Women of Burlesque.
Wow. And were you one of those wild women? I think you were.
No, it's a movie.
A movie?
I wrote the movie with A.J. Dean. She also has her own television show now called A.J. Dean Talk Show. She has her own show. She produces and directors and singers, and she's doing very well with it. And she's one of my main partners, along with David Wims. So the book's called, not the book, the movie. It's going to be about lady gangsters. We come from the moon.
Oh, wow.
We're moon goddesses. We're moon goddesses. We come down, we look down and see all the abuse going on.
Well, after all the things you've done, I got to admit, you're not quite human, all right?
Wait, I want to hear the story. So all the boys come
now
down.
we come down.
So the women come down from the moon.
We're all in a pink bubble.
Ass.
We come down in a pink bubble. It hits, and then police, but they don't know what we're all about. So they shoot the pink bubble. It hits a mountain. It opens up. I make 3 clubs in one. One's burlesque, one's female impersonator, and one's rock and roll. And sometimes jazz. Or Lady Brandy, she has a club here in town called Lady Brandy's Place, and it'd be her club. It should be different. And we realized we can't come down with goddesses. We're goddesses up there in the moon. We're moon goddesses, beautiful, pretty, and all that. So we see on TV these about men being gangsters. We decided we see. Oscar Goodman talking about his place.
That's the mayor.
And I'm good friends with Carolyn Goodman, by the way, which I'm
personal friends. Yeah, there you go.
Very close friends with Carolyn. She's my reason I stay in Las Vegas. I always live in Nashville because I'm so happy what she does, and we're close friends. Anyway, so we decided we're going to become lady gangsters to protect people. So I feel vibrations when I hear a man or a woman being abused. I send some real strong women, big muscles. Women got some of the women nowadays.
Alligator wrestlers.
They're pure. Oh yeah, but I'm having a woman. I'm at an age now. With all these broken things in my back and my busted toe now, I'm just going to point the finger, do this and do that, and that's it. So anyway, that's pretty much how the movie. So anyway, the movie, by the way, we wrote HAD into the film festival down in Greece. It won the best script book this year.
Oh, so yeah. Wow.
I'm not surprised because who could possibly be more interesting than you?
But I think the zoning people have something to say about those 3 nightclubs opening up overnight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Do y'all have your alcohol cards? Do you have your health cards? Do you have your sheriff's cards?
Like,
is there any gaming going on?
That's when you send the big women over to deal with them.
No, the big women. No, you don't have women with big muscles.
Yeah.
The women nowadays, they look good and they got muscles too.
Well, show us your muscle. You got a big muscle there. Still, well, you still do. Look at that. How old did you say you were?
I'm 76, almost 77.
Unbelievable. Bigger muscles than I got.
2 months of Planet Fitness, and I don't have half of that.
There you go.
Tell me about your thing on Mondays.
Oh yeah, we have a great show on Mondays. It's called Ray's Comedy World. I gotta think of it here. It's too complicated for me.
You're the owner
Ray's
of the
Comedy World. It is right back of me there. But it's a great comedy show.
Yeah.
And actually, you've actually come one time.
No, I came twice. I did the belly dancing. And I did the other show too, the magic show. I did 2 shows here.
Okay.
And my left toe, my big toe. When I went to leave, I hit one of those chairs and the whole nail busted.
Oh, Jesus.
I've been dealing with a left toe. Last night coming here, I busted my right toe. So I don't know.
Now you're balanced.
Yeah, I know. It's all because of Ray.
It is all because of Ray.
Everything because of Ray.
First place, I totally believe in Ray. He's from the same world. Carnival people, circus people were different. I'm not really I'm circus, but I was born into the circus. But my mother married a carnival man. Completely different from the circus.
Circus is that like a Jew marrying a Catholic kind of?
Well, the circus, no. Circus people are like prima donnas. Oh. They kind of, really? Which is nothing wrong with that. But they all want to be a star. So they have a tendency to sabotage one another because they're not being disrespectful. I'm just saying the difference.
Right.
Carnival people were characters. I used to pickpocket.
Oh yeah. I know you did. You told me that.
And the carnival.
That doesn't happen here. This is in the past. Does not happen at Ray's Comedy World. She's rich now.
We might take that up if we don't get it.
I will not be taking it up.
In the carnival, I used to do pickpocketing. I couldn't reach the pocket to steal the wallet because some of the carnival people, not all. This is different in all places in life. Carnival, some good, some bad. Sometimes you steal because you have to. Because it's called survival. We got 3 months to make our money. 3 months.
Absolutely.
You put up, you tear down. At the winter time, if you don't have enough money, and my father was a habitual gambler.
Oh, Jesus. That's bad news.
And the tent would be rotted, it'd be falling apart. He would roll it up, and when it's wet, it's coming the next year, he opened it up, he'd be all rotted because he didn't cool seal it and take care of it.
Oh, man.
And no matter how much money my mother made showing her being naked, and I was being naked and doing things in the carnival, in the circus, traveling nightclub. The world is hip now, Ray.
Yeah.
It's getting real hip. I mean, people might have a better understanding, but it's good for them to understand there's a difference. So my dad would go to the G-Top, and then he'd gamble with the town people and made major money. Wow. And our show, like I said, it's 1,000. We did anywhere from 12 to 15 to 18 to 30 shows a day.
Wow.
We open
30 shows a day?
Because shows are short. You open at 9 o'clock in the morning. On weekends, you open to 5, 6, or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So, and you get 3 hours sleep.
I never really traveled with a carnival. I traveled with a lot of circuses and stuff. But when I was young, I'm the man of fire. I do all kinds of fire. And what we would do, me and my partner, is we would sneak into the carnival and we'd do all this fire and just start throwing fire everywhere. And we'd do it as long as we could and pass the hat until we got kicked out.
Oh, no kidding.
But the carnival people would chase us out.
Well, yeah, 'cause they don't,
get the hell out of here.
You don't give them no SH, there'll be no IT.
Take that advice, young.
With my fire, I started doing fire myself also when I was about 3-4 years old in Ringling Brothers Circus as a pretend midget.
Oh, wow.
I had to wash her with the boobies, the makeup.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes bleach blonde hair, sometimes black hair. So I worked as a midget until I got too big. At 6 years old, I grew my part. But I did the fire eating because I learned that from Ringling Brothers Circus.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
later, I took it to the carnival. And then from there, I put it in the nightclubs. And the pickpocketing I used to do for the carnival, because the carnival people, it said that some people, if you own the carnival, you own carnival games, you own the equipment, you don't go out and do all these things.
Right.
It's the people, we get blamed for, carnival people get blamed for the bad things. There are people, most of them, like you did.
Yeah.
We pick up people from this town to that town, 30 miles away, 100 miles away, 80 miles, and they join the carnival. They're hiding from the police, they're hiding from the service, they're hiding from child support.
Yep.
They join the carnival. All they do is want to party. They tear things up. They get in trouble. They get messed with little young girls and all that. The people that own the equipment, they don't
take care of it. Yeah.
This is it. It's a completely different world. So anyone as a midget, as a 3 until 6 years old, I grew my part. At 6 years old, I grew my part, and then I was a wild girl from Africa.
A wild girl from Africa.
That means a geek.
Is that when you took up the alligator wrestling and the
No,
snake?
that come later.
That come later?
No, I didn't. I did the snakes, and when I was as a wild girl from Africa.
I was in the circus, and I kid you not, we had an alligator act, and the guy would come out and he'd wrestle the alligators and stuff, and he was a good act. But one of the alligators got loose and went up into the audience, and the audience just spread out like this. You ever have anything like that happen to you?
No, luckily for me, I'm strong enough to can handle it because I also caught my own.
You caught the alligators?
Myself. Same thing with
You were out in Florida Everglades trying to
I sure did.
wrangle a wild
Let's go to the rattlesnakes first. When I was with rattlesnakes, my brother in the carnival, before I go back to that a little bit later, in the carnival we had snake shows.
Yeah?
Snake shows. And in the pit, I would work with the snakes in the pit. It's a canvas that went around. And people with a screen went around. People would look down and they could throw bottles and things to hit you in the head.
Jesus.
I know, just wait. People, there's something else. I love people, I just don't like a lot of them. Trust me. That's why I stopped dating in 1978. I don't date, I don't socialize. I love my people, but I've been through nothing no more. Anyway, back to the, what was you talking about?
The pit. You had to pit the snakes.
My brother and I would go out, we'd send off a snake. Pythons and everything you imagine, and it costs a lot of money because it's not African. We put them in semi trucks. Sometimes you break down the road, and my brother and I be inside the semi truck, all loaded up to the top. You can barely look out, out because because it's trouble. You load it all the way back. My dad, the semi truck would be right here. We'd be inside the semi, and the truck would break down. My father would leave us there for 2, 3, 4 days. Sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
Locked in the truck because he couldn't unlock it. Couldn't take us with it because he had to go off to a different carnival to make enough money to come back to where was wrong with the truck.
Just throw you some food and water.
We had a bucket. There wasn't toilet papers in those days. You had newspaper and things, and trust me. And
wow, that was a rough life.
Oh God! But look.
I think they might be calling that child abuse today. I don't know. It kind of borders on that line, I think.
Nobody's side did
Locking
it really
your kids in a truck with full of snakes and alligators.
Nobody's side did it happen.
I am totally unique. And I love everything I went through. Would I do it again? I'm not able to, for one thing. But would I do it again? Yes, I'm happy what I did. Wow. Because I understand people a lot better than most people. Because I went, I also was involved with the syndicate for a lot of years, too, with John Gotti.
Oh, yeah.
John Gotti. We won't go, that's one of the reasons I've been in the movie about lady gangsters.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because let me finish with the snakes.
the rattlesnakes.
So, okay, now the snakes, and my brother and I would go out and catch snakes. And we'd pour water into the ground, in the holes, and in the hose, and the little ground squirrels would run out, and I'd throw something over and catch them and go back and feed the snakes. And then we'd climb the trees and get little baby birds to come back and feed the snakes. So, but some big pythons and things, and finally we started asking the farmers to bring us snakes. And they did. And we go from one town to another. They didn't know what the snakes were because they were different.
Yeah,
they thought it was from Africa. Wherever the hell, you know, they know.
I read a story or heard a story on the internet or somewhere, about this lady had this gigantic python, 7-foot python or something like that. And, the snake stopped eating. And months it didn't eat. She got worried. She brought it to the veterinarian, and the snake expert, and what's wrong with the snake, And the guy told her, he said, well, she slept with the snake every night, just slept right there with the snake. And he said, does the snake, when he sleeps, does he line up next to you and sleep next to you like straight? And she said, yeah. And the guy, the snake expert, said that snake is preparing to eat you. Oh. Because it's like a snake in the grass. And here you are with all these. And I put alligators in that same category. You don't know when they're going to eat you, Georgette. You don't know when a snake is going to eat you. They're sizing you up to starving themselves so that they can eat you.
Well, luckily for me, I was raised with the men. Putting up, tearing down, driving semi-truck, put up, carnival people, sometimes the rides didn't have help. My father and I would go and help, my brother too. We helped put the show up, tear it down. Oh, back to the midget part, my part is a midget. My mother decided to make my brother, when I also was a midget stripper at 5 years old.
Oh, Jesus.
3 years old.
Okay, that's
5
probably
years old.
child abuse.
No. I didn't take all my clothes off, honey. We're true show business. When someone does not show up in the carnival, you got
the show got to go on.
I don't know who started that rumor, but I went for it. I went for it all the way. And the show just got to go. If you don't get there in the carnival, the state fair, the big gap. You don't get there. There's a big gap, and people walk around. You got to be dependable. Dependable.
Yeah.
And my people, they never complain, they never bitch, they never moan and groan. I learned to be strong by being a carnival people.
Yep.
Mad respect.
They put up, they tear down, they don't bitch, they don't complain. And you don't wear shorts on the midway.
Okay. Why?
Because you're looking for trouble.
Oh.
You may go in the show because if you're in a carnival game and you're gambling with the town people and you got shorts on, the guys don't come and start messing with them. Why next thing you know, they're stealing your money, cash box, they're stealing the teddy bears. Here's the carnival people got to jump out of the carnival game, go over and protect whatever's going on. And you don't go from one man to another man in the carnival. It's taboo.
Yeah.
They don't allow no problems in the carnival.
And back then, if somebody was causing trouble with you in the carnival, you yell, what do you yell, Rube or something like that?
Hey, Rube.
Hey, Rube. And then all the carnival people, they descend and take care of the problem.
Well, see, that's another reason why I've stuck by you so much, Ray. There's been a couple of people here in Las Vegas. We won't go into details, try to sabotage, and they got to realize we stick by one another. Even if he was wrong, I would stick by him.
Show people do that. I mean, they're pretty loyal to each other.
Yeah, but a little bit more with the carnival. No, because you got some show people here in town that's jealous, and they don't like you doing too much, and they just sabotage. It's a shame, but
just find the good ones and stick with them.
That's why I don't.
They're like
date.
a family.
That's why I don't.
They're like a family. You got your family there, and you protect your family, and you try to do well and right by your family.
That's it.
So, I'm very interested because I love different and unusual tricks, and you have such a history of all these different venues and stuff. And tell me some of the weird stuff that you see. Like I do this trick, and when I swallow a cigarette, a lit cigarette, down in my stomach, and I pull it back, still lit, And I used to be able to do it a lot better when I was a kid, when I was younger, but now I'm having a little hard time keeping it lit when it comes back out. But what kind of weird and unusual things have you seen that maybe you could stimulate my creativity?
Oh boy, I can't really be honest with you. I can't think anything with. Just go different.
There was one that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
One act I saw, and I thought about doing this actually. You get a bunch of ducks, and when a duck quacks or something, it quacks at different tones, Yeah. So you pick the thing, so you have a whole scale of ducks, and you line up the ducks here, and then
quack.
Yeah, you can actually play a song with the ducks,
Quack,
and I thought, hey, this is the act for me. This is great. This is what I want to do. But then I found out, how I had to make a quack. I had to stick the finger up the butt.
You know how to.
How gay is Ray?
Here is another burlesque, an old burlesque joke. Because back in the days, it had slapstick. It's like silly stuff. You know how to kiss the duck's rear end without getting feathers in your mouth?
No.
You asked for it. It's an old comment. Back in the days.
What's that one you told us about the hard water? I'm still laughing at that one.
Oh, by the way, on the radio on the way over here,
Yeah.
I heard some on the radio over here, some idiot threw a beer. What do they call it? Stratosphere? What do they call that now? The Stratosphere.
Yeah, they have the stratosphere.
Yeah, but there's another name for it nowadays.
The strat?
Anyway, some idiot threw a beer off the top of the Stratosphere, hit some woman right in the head.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't worry, it was a light beer.
Okay. Yeah, the Georgette. Okay.
So Georgette, Ray wants to hear the joke about the water so hard. We weren't filming before.
Oh, you wasn't filming right there?
No.
Ray. Since
Yeah.
I've been in Vegas since 2010, your water in this town is so hard.
It is hard,
How hard is it?
The water in this town is so hard.
How hard is it?
It is a pleasure. I had some more go to that, but I had to leave it at that.
Oh, man.
That's why she doesn't
Georgette
date.
Dante.
Drinks the water.
Before we go, because I can't stay much longer, I got other things I got to do.
Very
Not because
busy
I don't
life.
care. Oh, God, thank you. I love it. God, I love it. I
Beautiful,
love
busy
working.
lady.
It's my, look at me, I grew up with the carnival people, and I learned from them. It's not Georgette. You say Georgette something, my people is who taught me.
Yeah.
The pickpocketing in the carnival, like I said, I used to do for real. In the carnival, I couldn't reach the pocket, steal the wallet. I learned to take a razor blade and cut the bottom of the pocket.
Wow.
Where's my purse?
And when they walk around, I'm professional. I don't need I don't need this. I
over
probably
there
put my
Did you ever miss and cut their ass
no,
by accident?
no, it's a right. When the wallet would come out, I catch it and throw it on my arm and go to my father in G-Top in the carnival, and he gambled all the money away, no matter how much money. But that's the way it was.
I had my grandfather used to drink it all the way, and they wouldn't have rent or nothing, and it was terrible.
My parents later on went to the drinking situation. Look at me, I don't drink or smoke or do drugs. I've tried almost everything. Someone said to me on the phone, Georgette, are you bisexual? I said, I'm trisexual. I'll try anything.
Georgette might be my spirit animal in some ways.
Well, a twosome is two people, and a threesome is three people. I'm a handsome.
Will I hit bottom and put the thumb on it? Will I hit bottom and put the thumb on it? Where do you put the tight grip to it? Yeah, okay. Oh, let me tell you about the other book. I'm in 14 books now, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but let's get Dusty Summers over here soon. Dusty said she'd do this.
I'd love to have Dusty here. Absolutely.
Now, Dusty has written 5 books.
Uh-huh.
One's called The Lady is a Stripper. And she is a lady.
Yeah.
She's the only nude magician does magic with no clothes on.
Oh, wow.
That's
I'll have to go see that act.
No, remember she emceed the show here.
She did.
Well, we're gonna get back to and
Yeah,
she'll be,
but she had her clothes on here. She
I
did
know,
not take her
but she was
clothes,
helping me that day.
Yeah, she was helping you.
The thing we were
That's
doing,
correct.
I was filming for the movie I'm putting together, Wild Woman of Burlesque.
Right.
I filmed 2 different things here, but then Jamie James Burns had trouble with the equipment, so we didn't get anything out of it. So we needed to do it all over again.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I'll
do
be
it
back
again.
there.
We'll do it again. Absolutely.
Let me tell you about the book now.
Yeah.
Okay, after the
Jimmy
book, I got a
Madonna.
question.
Jimmy Madonna. He's written Al Green, Tammy Wynette, and many, many other books as well.
Wow.
I was a star in a movie. I've been in 7 movies, 14 books,
Done
and 4
everything, Georgette,
museums.
everything.
No, I mean 7,
Except
14
you.
and 4 museums. So anyway, when I was 17, 18 years old, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and the producer and director come into the club. They send the waitress back to the dressing room. This man out here wants to know if you want to be in a horror movie. I thought she said horror movie. I said, no, I don't want to be nothing. They want to be in a horror about a monster. So I wound up as Ron reading the script in the restaurant the following day. I wound up getting the lead role.
Wow.
Called Monster and the Stripper. It's first called the Exotic Ones. They changed the Monster and the Stripper. I'm 26. I'm 70. Yeah, I wish I was. No, I don't wish I was. I like my brain. My body's not happy, but my brain's happy. But anyway, back to this Jimmy Madonna. So anyway, Jimmy Madonna did a book on June and Ron Orman. They were famous movie stars and movie stars back in the old days. Both of them was. And Lash LaRue, you remember Lash LaRue? The famous whip artist?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They produced and directed all his movies.
Oh, wow.
And I did the bullwhip too.
Yeah.
My mother worked with Lash LaRue before I was born.
Wow.
And she traveled with them. And years later, now I'm in this movie. I'm the star in the movie. And now, years later, about almost a year and a half ago, they put a 10-pound book. The book's this big, this wide.
10 pounds.
10-pound book. I'm on the front page of the book.
Wow.
And I'm all through the book.
You know,
Plus-
I'm so glad you're in the front page because that's as far as I'm going to read in a 10-pound book.
Well, no, it's mostly pictures.
Oh, mostly picture. Oh, a picture book. Now we're talking my language.
Well, the book I have I call Hard, Wonderful, Fun Life. It's more of a picture book.
Uh-huh.
You're in it too, by the way.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, you're in the book.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're in the book.
I have my clothes on, I hope.
That's later.
You want to show your butt scar, so be careful. What
Yeah,
you
I
wish
burned my
for.
butt, Georgette. Yeah, But,
We'll have a weenie
but
roast.
tell us about this 10-pound book.
So anyway, all through the book, it's got all the stories about Drew and Ron Orman and their son Tim Orman. I also played in the movie with myself as well. So anyway, that's out. And also they put a little small book all about me.
Wow.
Goes with the Tim. And also, what do they call
Like a bonus.
DVDs. They call it
Yep.
now YouTube, Blu-ray.
Yep,
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
and DVD. Yep,
Now,
it's a disc.
7 DVDs, 7 Blu-rays, and I'm on the front page again. All
Okay.
through everything,
Headline.
and also the movie I starred in, Monster and the Stripper. Now first called The Exotic Ones. So anyway, so you get a bonus deal.
I get it. And you know, with all you've done, I'm surprised that whole 10-pound book isn't just about you, Georgette. You are an icon in the
Yeah, but I made
industry.
it pretty good though.
But
You
Georgette,
do.
where can people see you do burlesque if our audience wants
Well, I
to
don't
come
do
see
burlesque,
you?
honey. I'm not a stripper. I mean, burlesque doesn't mean stripping.
Is
You know,
what- are you
burlesque is not.
performing?
You're right. Burlesque don't mean. See, there's burlesque. Burlesque means comedians, singers, dancers, belly dancers, acrobatics, toe dancers, and exotic dancer
Kinda
takes your
like
clothes
our
off.
show.
I started stripping when I was 12. 19, I started taking my. After I did the movie, because I also did the burlesque in this movie with Tom Monson and the Stripper. I didn't take my clothes off anymore because I didn't need to. Not being disrespectful to the girls, because it just wasn't me.
Right.
Yeah.
Acrobatics, fire breathing, four fire tossles, two
And
in
you
the front.
you should
four-
see her magic show. It is incredible.
Oh, by the
Absolutely
way,
incredible.
I
Can I see
also,
it?
and I'm also in the museum. Magic. It's called. I got the Magician of the Year Award 2013. Fans Entertainment Hall of Fame Museum.
wow.
I'm in that too.
Well, you deserve it.
You
You
was
do.
gonna. I had you in it too.
Yeah.
I was the entertainment director, on the board of director. I mean, for Z, who did this thing, and they're going to give you an award that night, and you couldn't make it to the casino.
I remember
And
that
I
day.
know,
Yeah.
and that she didn't have time to make it, but she would have come back later. But anyway, he missed out on that. But anyway, it's a nice plaque as well. Anyway,
But incredible magic show. Absolutely amazing.
and the
that means
acrobatics
something coming from
and the
him.
strong woman. But don't do any. My show is really, I do belly dancing,
Okay.
and magic and comedy now. Don't take the clothes off. It's not because it's been disrespectful. It's just I got away. I've been there, done
Right,
that.
right.
19, and now I'm a novelty act.
Right.
But I'm also a movie producer and director. That's what my main thing now. A lot of my show people, their stories need to be told. Not just burlesque, the carnivals, the circus, the bands, the boxing, the wrestling.
Yeah.
I worked with Chubby Checker, Bob Hope, Buddy Hackett, Fats Domino. People I've been friends with all through the years.
She does a trick that absolutely amazes me. You know, she takes some of that hard water and she pours it in the newspaper and it disappears.
Do you want to know how to do it?
I just
Well,
don't want to know if it
don't-
makes you happy or not.
Can you
tell us
keep
now.
can you keep a secret?
I can keep a secret. Absolutely.
So can
We're
I.
on the radio.
So can I.
So can you. That means you're not going to tell me, are you?
I
God
just
damn.
said, so can I.
Good. Well, we'll have to get Georgette on stage here at Ray's Comedy World.
Absolutely. And we have to get her back on the radio here with
Yes.
us, you know.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming out here.
Thank you.
There you go. And Georgette, wait, before you go, Georgette. Before you go, we got a surprise,
We have a
right?
surprise
We have
for
a
you.
surprise.
Where's
I don't
your
know
phone?
where the hell it is.
Do I
but-
get a cup?
What, is this your phone?
Is that my phone? I don't know. If
I don't know. No, this is Georgette's phone.
That's not my phone. I don't know where the hell my phone is. It's over here.
Okay,
Hold
we
on a
got
second
a
here.
surprise for you, Georgette.
You only got one phone. I'm on one cup.
Ray, do we have a cup for Georgette?
A cup?
Do you have any
Ray's
extra cups?
Comedy World cup?
I'll get some. I'll get
Okay,
some for you.
yes, I want-
Okay.
Matter of fact,
unlock your
Oh,
phone.
wait a minute. Show me the cup.
There you
Can
go.
they buy the cup?
We got them here.
Here,
Yes.
if you make order more, you can buy Ray's Comedy World.
There you
And
go.
oh, by the way, he's gonna be putting business cards out, different
Yep.
people, handing them out to different places, so you can come in. The first few weeks is to be free, but tip, but you come in for free.
You got to come to the show. We have a
Monday.
great show here every Monday night at 7:30 right here at Ray's Comedy World. It's on Flamingo and Pecos. Come on down, see the show, have some fun with us at Ray's Comedy World. You found it? Here we go. A little song. This for you.
Georgette, the queen of burlesque, wrestles gators, no one else. She can lift 3 grown-up men, eats fire again and again. Friend to the mayor, we all know. Dated Bob Hope, stole the show. Film star with a shining
I'm pretty sure
light.
about
Race
Hope, too.
Comedy World tonight. Georgette, she's got style.
Oh,
Makes the crowd go
That's beautiful.
Georgette, Georgette, she's the queen. The greatest act you've ever seen.
Greatest actor ever seen.
Thank you for being
In
part of
sequins
this.
glittering bright, she dazzles dreams, takes flight, smiling, dancing with a flair, captivating without compare. Laughter ringing by her side, in her presence joy and pride. Eyes on her you'll find delight, she's got magic every night. Georgette, Georgette, she's got style, makes the crowd go wild, mile after mile.
After mile after mile.
Georgette, Georgette, she's the queen. The greatest act you've ever seen.
Georgette, Georgette, that's the greatest act you've ever
Georgette Dante! Yeah! Thank you, Georgette. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Ray and Sadia's Comedy Review. One big hand, big round of applause. Please tune in. Georgette Dante.
All right.